Hello, it's Jimmy here, the Riley's, looking at a Volvo XC40 here. So this is a petrol engine, but it's fitted with a gasoline particle filter, or a GPF. Okay, so I think it's a 1.5 petrol. It's got the particle filter just down there. It's had a lot of stuff, a lot of work done on it. Okay, so from inside the car, I think we need to sort of clear off the message about the bonnet, if I can. Where is it? There we go. That go away. No. Care key, speed limitation cannot be exceeded. Let's see what else have we got. Okay, so the customer's been clearing the faults. This is a tool that they've lent from his mechanic. It's cleared the fault to get it over here, I think. But it's had various repair attempts regarding the gasoline particle filter. So me working on one of these is a little bit rare. Diesel particle filters, yes, but gasoline particle filters, don't see many. I think probably this is the first one I'll be sort of diagnosing, really. Now, GPF's gasoline particle filters are generally the same sort of thing. It's a honeycomb filter that captures soot particles within the filter and just lets the air gases come past. Then the catalyst will deal with the gases that are high in emissions. So generally, gasoline particle filters don't really regen as often as a diesel one, because a petrol engine runs hotter than a diesel, and they generally don't need to regen because the high temperature during a normal drive usually just burns it off as the soot's going in, or so I'm aware of anyway. So I'm going to do a diagnostic scan on this one now. So you can see here there is a lot of modules to go through. I'm using the Eurotab 3 scan tool. We'll do smart detection, go through all of the faults. You can see there it's found a couple. So these grey units just means that the car is not fitted with those. Red ones are false, green ones are clear. Okay, looks like we're finished. Go straight to the ECM. Particle filter, pressure sensor A circuit, range, performance, general signal fault stuck within range. Particle filter, differential pressure sensor, no subtype information. P24532A. Sorry, try and get that where you can see the screen. I've got those faults as well as those ones. Now it's had the pressure sensor changed twice, I think, so it's been told. It's coming up as actually a diesel particle filter, but it's not. It's a petrol car. So let's go into enter there. Before we do that, actually, let me go back and see what the rest of these faults are. Undefined, climate control, video output. Okay, so I'm going to ignore all those, just go straight in here. And we're going to look for the particle filter, these two. Okay, so I can see there we've got 0 grams of soot, 0 pressure. Let me see if I can change this. This can get a bit annoying sometimes. This graph is always fiddly to get to work. Okay, managed to get that changed over. We've got 0.5 HPA, which looks a little bit low to me. Let's see if it's moving when we accelerate the car. Up. Yeah, so the sensor looks like it is working. Hold the revs up to 3000 RPM. Round about there. And we have 1.6 pressure. That's going to be why we're reading 0 grams of soot, because the pressure is absolutely nothing in there. Okay, like I said, on these I don't really see a lot of GPFs, but what I can say is that I'm pretty certain that that pressure is way too low. It would definitely be too low if it's a diesel car, because you'd want to be seeing sort of 30 to 60 millibars of pressure usually. I mean, it is the same principle. It's a particulate filter which is should hold some resistance. If there's not holding resistance, no sort of air pressure differential in there, it's not going to be capturing any sort of soot. So I'm going to put this down to a failed GPF, failed gasoline particle filter, which is either the casing has expanded, which is happening a lot these days, and it comes away from the actual monolith inside, so the soot's passing around the edges, or they just straight up crack and the soot comes past. So you can see why we fitted 2 sensors and we're still getting the same faults. It's what I do know is it's had a lot of different stuff tested. It's had the pressure sensor tested, it's had the pressure coming to the sensor matching, but what they didn't really know is that the pressure is too low. Right, just to confirm that, remove this bracket. It sits down the back of here. I'm just going to put that over there for a minute. Got a manometer here. We're going to test the actual live pressure from the GPF. So I've got these hoses here disconnected. It's really hard to get the camera down there without flipping it upside down, but there's the hoses. Okay, we've got that connected to the sensor. Let's start the engine. That confirms that we've got sort of 0.6, which is exactly the same.
Same engine. I was thinking of just completely swapping over.
Just checking the pipes. See, all of that looks okay. We don't have any leaks on the pipes anywhere. So it looks like it's just this GPF is quite small as well, isn't it? It's a small little unit really. Bit of rust on that for a 3-year-old car, 21 plate. Okay, so I have gone under, confirmed, checked for leaks. Don't have any leaks, so unfortunately looks like it's a replacement GPF for this. Bit of a shame really. It's not even not an old car, it's quite fresh. I've just been told by the customer it's already had a replacement engine as well, so not a good sign for these petrol XC40s. Hope it's maybe a one-off, but we'll have to see what the future holds. 29,000 miles. It's already had a new engine and it requires a new GPF. Right, I don't know for this beeping. So I'll see you on the next video.